Hello, welcome to day 15, our 21 days of presence practice. Today we are starting our last week, and I'm just so happy to continue to share this journey with you. I'm so proud that you're still here, showing up and learning new tools and roads of connection with yourself. So far, we've traveled through different aspects of your being, bringing your presence into your physical, mental, spiritual bodies. You even spent a whole week feeling and getting to know your energy system. Yet, there's still an aspect of your being you haven't truly tapped in: the emotional body. It is believed that us, human beings, are conformed by four types of bodies: the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. Each one of these are fundamental for our overall health, wellness, and happiness. The key is to have a balance between each and properly care for them. Most of our lives, we get stuck caring mostly for our physical body, feeding it, washing it, dressing it, etc. But what happens with the other three essential parts of our being? How much attention, love, and time do we dedicate to our mental health, or our emotional health, or even your spiritual well being? So today, I want to ask you to dedicate the next few minutes to have an emotional check-in, to use today's practice to see how are you doing emotionally, and bring your presence into this aspect of you. As always, as humbly, lovingly, and neutral as possible. Being a gentle observer, letting the judgments, the fears, and stories on the side for a bit. But before we start, just take a moment and think. How often do you sit down just to feel? Feel however you're feeling. How often do you judge your feelings as good or bad, acceptable or unacceptable? Society, culture, religion have always labeled certain feelings and emotions this way, playing them either in or out, black and white, permitted or prohibited. But what if there's a place and a space for you to allow yourself to feel and just feel, without submitting your feelings into these rules and judgments? Your presence practice can be this, and should be a safe space for you to feel and just feel. This is why every time we begin practice, I ask you to give yourself permission to just be hearing now, to just feel. But today, we are really focusing on this, on feeling. This might be a bit intimidating, but don't let it be that way. Don't forget that your emotions are safe. They're just emotions. Don't be afraid of them. Emotions are a beautiful part of the human experience, and being able to fully feel them, digest them, and integrate them can truly transform your life. But let's not get ahead of us and start with today's practice. Please make sure you make yourself as comfortable as possible. Accommodate your space, and once you're ready, go ahead and start with today's practice. Day 14, feeling. So make sure you are comfortable and ready to start today's practice. Taking your time, closing your eyes, and taking your time, finding your stillness today. Choose whether you want to gently observe your natural breath and connect to your presence through that path. Or if you want to take a little control of your breath by taking deep and long breaths and getting to your body and presence that way today. I want you to start practicing and making choices for yourself throughout this last week, and using the techniques and tools that we've been practicing for the past 2 weeks. And just exploring which works best for you. So take a few more moments here of connection to the breath, either way you chose. Honor it and respect it, and just allow it to flow through you, to vanish the thoughts, the worries, the to-dos. Exhaling all of those things that aren't really serving your practice today. And inhaling peace, calm, love, connection. And just merging your presence in the here and now through this practice, through this infinite cycle called breath. And once you're ready, declare your presence today softly, gently, lovingly. I am here. Almost reminding yourself that you are indeed here, alive, conscious, aware, open, willing, committed, grateful. And actually start noticing, how are you today here? And from now on, whenever you declare your presence, whenever you arrive into this intersection of presence in the moment, acknowledging, how are you feeling? How are you being? How are you in this moment? And letting the answers just rise. Allowing the silence to speak in your heart in the form of an emotion. How are you feeling today? And just allowing yourself to feel it, not rationalize it, not judging, overthinking, not telling yourself the story of why you feel how you feel. Just letting the feeling take control of you for one moment. No matter what the feeling is, it will rise. Yes, it might overwhelm you for a moment. Yes. But it will also fall, just as every breath rises and falls, every wave rises and falls. Everything that rises eventually falls. Same with our thoughts, and same with our emotions. So take a step back and allow the emotion to take over, surfing it and knowing that it will pass. It is not eternal. It is not permanent. It is just flowing through you. Your emotions come and go and rise and fall and pass by. And you may choose to engage with it, feel them, or not. You may choose to ignore them and block them. But know that whatever you choose will have an impact. Because with every action, there is a reaction. And one of the wonderful things of practicing presence is giving yourself a safe space to tend to your emotions. Don't be scared of them. Embrace them. No matter how good or bad they might seem, they're just emotions, and emotions are to be felt. So for the next minute, stay in silence with your emotion of today, of the now, and see if you can ride the wave till it passes and fades. Giving yourself the permission to do so, knowing that you're safe, and knowing that you're okay. And as this minute finishes, check in with yourself. How did it go? Maybe you're like a brand new surfer going for the first time to the ocean, being intimidated by the waves and their intensity. Maybe you were just a natural and forgot that you already know how to do this. You already know how to feel your feelings, to surf its waves. Maybe you haven't got the courage to ride the wave and you're just sitting, observing him, taking your time. Whatever you may be today, know that it's fine. And know that you can come back to this practice with this intention whenever you want. This is always available for you if you choose it to be. So I want you to take a few more seconds recognizing what you did today and thank yourself. No matter how it went today, just thank yourself for being here. You can stay here for as long as you need, or you can choose to slowly open your eyes and come back to the room you are and continue with your day. Thank you for showing up again. I'll see you tomorrow. Blessings.